to today's reading vlog. It is Tuesday the 7th of Feb. It's about 9:40 at night and I'm away. So I've gone away for a couple of days, which is very nice, hence why the camera quality is weird. This weird angle, weird lighting, so I apologise. So most of the updates will be filmed very poorly this week, so I apologise, but I'm making do with what I have. Yeah, welcome to this reading vlog. I've gone away for a couple of days, which is really nice. Yeah, so today I went to the beach, which was just, the water was absolutely to die for. It was really nice. And got a big day planned tomorrow. Gonna go on a ferry, gonna go to some tea rooms. So yeah, it should be a really nice week. I hope you enjoyed the footage I put in the start. That was my beach and my trip up here and the sunset tonight, which was really nice. So as always, I was too lazy to film an update on Monday, so that's why we're starting off the vlog this way. So on Monday as well, I went to the shops before we left and I finally got my hands on this Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Falkett. I was on a book buying ban in January, which I successfully completed, so as soon as that was over I was more than happy to go pick up this beauty. Like, the cover, it's absolutely stunning. Because I saw it on Ali's channel and she did a reading vlog at the start of the year of this book, and it just sounded so whimsical and lovely, and as soon as I saw it on Ali's channel, all of a sudden I just saw it absolutely everywhere. I saw someone compare this to like The Cruel Prince, like, so obviously if it's like The Cruel Prince, I'm in. So yeah, it's just about this girl who goes to this village and wants to uncover the secrets of the hidden ones, the most elusive of all fairies. I tried to read a couple of pages on the way up on the drive up, and like I'm in a weird reading mood and I was a bit moody, so I didn't continue on since then. So I put that one down and I was like, oh, what am I gonna read? Because I was sensible and didn't bring like hundreds of heavy books with me. So I brought my Kindle with me, and yeah, because I was on a book buying ban last month as well, I cancelled like my Audible, I cancelled my Kindle Unlimited, and I wasn't really using my Kindle Unlimited subscription, but then I actually took the time on Sunday night to go through and actually look what's available, and oh my god, the amount of books that are available, like I really didn't know or look into or appreciate like the kinds of books that are actually available on Kindle Unlimited. You can get whole series on there. So many books that I've been meaning to read are on Kindle Unlimited, so I went a little crazy and downloaded so many. So I downloaded The Hobbit by I'm gonna say his name wrong, J.R.R. Tolkien, which is a prequel to Lord of the Rings, I believe, when I googled it. Let me know if I'm wrong, my Lord of the Rings knowledge is non-existent. Yeah, I've always been curious about the Lord of the Rings world. I feel like it's one nerdy world that I am really missing out on, and yeah, so I've been really curious, but I've been a bit intimidated by it because I feel like it's really high fantasy, and yeah, it intimidated me a little bit. So I'm starting with the Hobbit, and I'm absolutely loving it. So according to my Kindle, I'm like 23% in. I haven't done heaps of reading yesterday, a bit more reading today on the beach. Yeah, I'm really liking it. It's got like a nice little, like, the narrator like has a good like little bit of sense of humor, so it's making me giggly. The writing is really beautiful, descriptive. I really like that, and I just really like the tone. Like, it's a fun adventure with like this little, it seems, tell me if I'm wrong, but I was reading it and I feel like it's a middle grade. I don't know, I could be completely off the mark there, but I felt like I read somewhere that it's a middle grade. And then when you go into Lord of the Rings, that tone's a bit darker and more adulty, so I like that this one is a lighter read before you go into something like Lord of the Rings that sounds like this crazy, confusing fantasy. So I really like that this is like an easier writing style, kind of a bit of sense of humor before going into Lord of the Rings. So yeah, if that makes sense. I'm absolutely loving this so far. It's making me giggle. Beautiful descriptions, it's fun, it's wholesome. Yeah, so I'm so happy that this is a book I chose to pick up because I'm absolutely loving it. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. The beach was lovely today, the sunset was so nice, and yeah, I hopefully will get some cute footage on the ferry and stuff tomorrow, so look forward to that, and I will update you when I have more thoughts on The Hobbit. Okay, bye. Hey, so it is Tuesday the 14th of Feb, it's about 9:30 at night, and if you were listening in the last clip you realise that there's a little bit of a time jump between updates. I haven't updated since, I don't know, last month, Monday I think it was. It was meant to be a weekly reading vlog, but if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm very unorganised, and especially with my vlogs I give up on them very easily, and I'm very lazy. So in my defense, I lost a SIM card and now I'm using a dodgy one. There's not really like an excuse, but I did lose my SIM card for a bit. Still lost it actually. I still have no idea where it is. Yeah, but I didn't want to waste all of the footage I'd taken when I was away, and I'm sick of I'm sick of wasting all this footage and reading vlogs. It's been so long since I published a reading vlogs because I cannot commit to them. So I'm not giving up on this one. I don't know if I'm just gonna make it a rest of the week, or, I mean, I'm reading a pretty thick book, so I'm not even gonna get through a book probably this week. So I maybe make it the rest of Feb reading vlog. I don't know. I'm unorganized and I'm a mess. But anyway, so I think the last time I saw you, I told you I'd read like a little bit of The Hobbit or something. I don't know how much I'd read at that point. But yes, I said I was really liking it, and I absolutely adored it. 5-star read. It was such a fun, wholesome adventure. It was really sweet, and it had such a wholesome wholesome message, and I had such a good time with it. It was so fun. The narration made me laugh out loud, and I giggled a little bit, and it was just so wholesome and fun, and a really great introduction to the world of the Lord of the Rings. So I am definitely 100% gonna read the Lord of the Rings now. I loved The Hobbit, obsessed. I thought it was really, really fun. So I am going to try and buy a copy of The Lord of the Rings as soon as possible because I really want to jump into that world. And then I was like, okay, well, now I've read the book, The Hobbit, I can watch the film. And I think I tweeted about this, but I was like Googling it, and there's 3 Hobbit films, which I'm really confused about. And I was like, wait, is there more Hobbit books? I thought there was just one. People were like, no, it's the one book split into 3 films. But like, how they got like 300-ish pages into 3 films, I don't know. I'll have to watch it to find out, I guess, but I'm very confused at that. Original fans, what are your thoughts on the Hobbit films? Like, I'm curious, very weird. Anyway, so that was that, and now I've moved on to another book. By the way, Hobbit, 5 stars. I'm now reading another book that's actually on my TBR, because The Hobbit was not on my February TBR, but you know, I set so many TBRs and then never stick to them. But yeah, I'm reading The Final Empire, which is book 1 in the Mistborn series by Brandy Sandy. My first Brandy Sandy book, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I finished The Hobbit on the bus on the way home from when I was away. So that would have been Saturday. I don't know what all that banging is, but I'm just going to ignore it. That would have been Saturday, and it's now Tuesday. So I didn't pick up a book Sunday, Monday, and I've jumped into this one today. Had a little me day today, which was cute. But yeah, I'm really loving this. I've read about 100 pages of this, and I'm really liking it. I was really intimidated by it because it's Brandon Sanderson, and because is it technically high fantasy? Let me know if you've read it. It's fantasy, and adult fantasy always intimidates me. But so far, I'm really interested. I like the character of Kelsa. He seems to have quite a fun, smart-ass kind of personality. Like, he's fun, but it does seem like he'll have quite a interesting background, and yeah, I guess he puts on this personality, but he's been through some shit. So he's a character not to mess with, I don't think. And I like Vin, the other perspective. She's really interesting, and I'm excited to get to know her a lot better. And she's gonna be, yeah, she's gonna be a character not to mess with as well, I think. I also really love the magic system in this. I don't think I've read a magic system like this before. They like drink like metals and stuff, and it like enhances their abilities. It's really, really, really cool. And they talk about the power is like pushing and pulling, so that's really, really cool. And yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this story. It's gonna take me a while to get my head around all the member of their little crew, because it's a biggish crew. Kelsa and Vin are quite unique, so they're easy to remember who's who, but just trying to get my heads around everyone in the crew, who has powers, who doesn't, what everyone's role in the crew. So I'm just wrapping my head around that so far, but absolutely fascinating world, fascinating magic system. So I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I've read about 100 pages, but this is a chunker and I'm a very slow reader. So it's going to take me a while, but as it is book shopping today, so surprise, surprise, saving money my ass. Well, actually, I didn't break any rules because I'm not on a book buying ban, and I did say if you saw my goals video that I want to read, that I want to only buy 30 books this year, and that's my limit. No more than 30 allowed. I don't know why I chose 30, random number, but I did. So I've only bought one other book, which I told you about earlier this year. Now I bought 3 more. So yep, we're using up a lot of the books early on in the year and in the second month, but that's okay. I'm excited to show you what I got. So I got 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. This is a Greek mythology retelling. It seems to have a female perspective, which I love. I keep collecting these and reading none of them, so I might have to do a Greek mythology reading vlog because I have a lot of these. Yeah, it's about 3 goddesses, so that sounds really good. I then got this, Lockwood & Co. by Jonathan Stroud. The first book in the series is A Screaming Staircase. So this week, I also blame the 2 days of not reading on Lockwood & Co. If you don't know, this book has just come out as a Netflix series, and I just watched that. I binged it all like crazy, and I am obsessed with that show. It's so fucking good. It is like the show is like written for me. It's like everything I love in a TV show. I feel like it's aimed just directly at me. So I kept seeing all these edits on TikTok, and I was like, oh, God damn it, I need to watch this show now. I have so much to watch, but I'm watching this, and it was so worth it. It was brilliant. Absolutely loved it. And then found out it was based off the book series. And everyone in the book series that watched the show was like, oh my God, it's such a good adaptation. Everyone needs to read the books. And I was like, well, I need to read the books because the show had such a cliffhanger ending that I'm so mad about. Like, not mad, but mad about, because it was a big cliffhanger and it was something that had been hinting at throughout this season, this secret. Anyway, yeah, so the show ended with kind of like the secret just about to be revealed, so it was quite teasy. So I was like, I need to read the books anyway because I'm like in love with this universe. It's so fun. It's like ghost hunting. It's really, really cool. So I got the book. I cannot tell you how hard this was to find. I went into several book shops, didn't even have the book, or they only had the TV cover, which was disgusting, and I refused to buy TV covers. So this was like the last one where I went shopping today in like the whole centre. So I'm very happy to get my hands on the original cover of this, which is so exciting. So yeah, Lockwood & Co. TV show is my new personality, and if they cancel it, I swear to God, I'm gonna riot. I will riot. I'll be so pissed if they cancel a show like that. But you know what? I don't want to jinx it, but they always seem to cancel shows I love and in that kind of cool area. So anyway, then the third book I got was Spice Road by Maya Abraham. This is a cool sounding fantasy book, and look what I got as well. There was an event on that I found out about after that I could have gone to. So with this author, and she signed the book. So I went to the bookshop today. I was like, I wonder if they still have signed copies left over, and they did. So look, it's signed by the author, which was really cool. It's signed. And then he gave me all the stuff that they got at the event. So he gave me all 3 bookmarks, which all have like a little different quote and symbol on them, which are sick. Like, how cool are these? And look at these art cards. They're absolutely stunning. Like, look how stunning these are. I love the black, grey, and the gold. Like, these are absolutely, this one's my favourite. Absolutely gorgeous. So, a pretty good haul today, I gotta say. I didn't go too crazy. And I got, this is mainly what I went to get, so I was really happy. I also wanted to get Lord of the Rings, but I found it in one shop and the copy, it was just really damaged, so I didn't want to spend my money on that. So yeah, that's been my day and my very long-winded update. I will be updating tomorrow because I'm forcing myself to salvage this vlog. So I will see you tomorrow for an update. So I lied. It is now Monday, the 20th of February. It's about 6 o'clock at night. This video is a shit show. The crazy time jumps, the lack of consistency is just wild, and I'm so sorry. This must be such a painful watch. Oh, but I'm not giving up on it for some reason. I just want to make it a video, so I'm so sorry. Anyway, hi. Have you been? It's been a while since I've updated. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. A kind of February reading vlog? I don't even know. It's a mess. I'm a mess. So I can't even remember what I told you guys the last time I updated it because it feels like it's been so long. I think I told you that I started reading The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I'm absolutely loving this book. I'm in like 408 pages through, so I've read quite a significant chunk of this. I was just in a reading role. I will get to that in a second though. I'm loving this book. I love the whole kind of belittled underclass rising up and, you know, fighting for fair treatment and that uprising whole kind of plot line. I'm a sucker for it. I'm always going to like books like that, I think. And I'm loving that aspect of this, but also I really love it because the Scar, the people that are like treated like second-class citizens, a bunch of them are planning an uprising and a bunch of them are like criminals, and the way they're going about it, just even though you're obviously rooting for them and you're like, this system is wrong, and they have a right to fight for equality, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, one of our main characters, Kel, he is a criminal and he's so hardcore in how he's going about this equality, and it just makes you question, like, the ethics are a little grey around how they're doing this, which just adds like an interesting layer to the story. Yeah, Kel just kind of seems to have this attitude like, all of the people in this upper class don't deserve to live, and he's quite brutal in that. And we have other characters that are questioning his methods. We have another character, Vin, who is really like, I don't know how to, I'm so bad at describing these things. She's really like in two minds about it because yes, she's been treated like a second-class citizen and she's finally tasting a little bit of freedom and realizing that there's hope and that, you know, all that stuff, but at the same time she's like, does everyone in this upper class deserve to die? Like, I don't think so. So you've got two main characters who have really conflicting, you know, thoughts about the higher class of people. So yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, I'm absolutely adoring this. It's really good. It's a fun, interesting mix of little criminals, which I enjoy. And there's also another huge layer going on that I want to know what this character's hiding, and I know it's just gonna, I just know this is not gonna end well. I have a really bad feeling this is not gonna end well for our criminals, like, so I'm very nervous for them. As I said, I was loving it. I read 408-ish pages. I was in a really good reading role for a couple of, like, a weekish. I was reading like 100, not a week, that's a lie. For a couple of days I was reading like 100 pages a day, like really consistent reading for me. And then I think I don't know, reading burnout. This is going to sound so weird because I said I'm absolutely adoring this book and I think it will be a 5-star. But I'm kind of sick of it, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I've been reading it for so long because I'm a slow reader and it's a chunky book to me. So I feel like I've been reading it for ages and ages and I'm kind of sick of it, which I know sounds crazy for a book that I'm going to rate 5 stars. But I stopped because I was like, alright, I'll have one night off where I just don't read. Like, I think it was a Saturday, I was like, I'm not like in the mood for reading, I just want to shut my brain off. So I did, I just shut my brain off and watched TV, and then I didn't read again, and it's Monday and I still haven't read a word since Friday. So I feel like I'm going to put this book down for a couple of days. Like, I'm almost done. It will definitely be done by the end of February. But I think I need to give up on this for a couple of days to get my reading mojo back, which now brings me to my next issue. So, what to read in the meantime. So it's the 20th of February. There's no way I'm getting through my whole TBR. I always set unrealistic TBRs, no surprise there. But what to read next? So I ages ago made a self-destruct video. I'll pop up there, which, if you don't know, it's basically you give yourself 12 months and you put a list of how many books you want, and if you don't read those books within 12 months, you unhaul them, you get rid of them, donate them, however you want. And I did one about 11 months or almost 12 months ago now, and next month that 12 month is up, and I have read majority of those books except 3. Well, this is one of them, but this will definitely be done. So except 2. And these 2 books I do not want to unhaul, so which basically means that I would have to read them this month. So those 2 books are Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Basha Doust. Wow, I butchered that. Or Crave by Tracy Wolff. Neither of these are my TBR. I just had the thought where I was like, oh my god, what if there's other books on my self-destruct that I haven't read because I'm a dumbass? Like, look how thick this book is. So here's maybe a workaround. I think, to be nice to myself, I'm going to say if I've read a significant chunk of them, then I don't have to unhaul them because I've started them, right? So I'm going to have to read a significant chunk of both of these books. So I don't know, should I start one of these next? I just read the blurb of this one. I don't really feel like I'm in the mood for this one. This one's just like this like supernatural school, I think. Very Twilight vibes. I think, yeah, she goes to the school and I think there's like there's like witches, shapeshifters, vampires, all that kind of stuff. So I could read one of these 2 because I don't want to unhaul them. But then as well, look what just came in at the library for me, The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is her new series, the first book set in the same world as Cruel Prince series. And I have been waiting for this for so long. The person that had it before me, this book before me in the queue, took so long with it. And I've been highly anticipating this. So I think I might pick this one up. But I should be sensible and pick one of these 2 up. I don't know. I should have made a decision before I started filming. I think when tonight, I'm going to put on like a 45-minute timer if there's no sprints on, and just do that and have at least 45 minutes of reading today. I will either pick up one of these 2 books, I feel. But yeah, that's my update. Sorry the gap has been so long again. I apologize. But yeah, I'll update you soon. I'm going to say apologies for the lack of B-roll footage from here on out to the rest of the vlog. The back camera on my phone has carked it. So that's just another little fun aspect to this vlog. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'll see you in the next update. Okay, hello. So it is February 27th. It's literally been a week since I've updated, but I have some significant updates for you. I have about 150 pages left of The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and I'm very nervous. This is a very nerve-wracking second half of the book. I'm still absolutely adoring this book, absolutely adoring it. It's amazing and sad, and it's so good. I cannot wait to see how this ends. I feel like it is definitely going to go out with a bang. So I plan on finishing this today. That is my one goal, is I want to finish one more book before the end of the month. So I plan on finishing this today. But yeah, absolutely adoring this. And I think in the last update, I was like, I'm getting a bit over this. I'm back in this. Oh my god, so good. But in the meantime, I did say I was going to pick up another book, and I did pick up another book, and that is Crave. Like I said, I might, by Tracy Wolff. I also realised this could be my February Buzzwordathon book, because the prompt was read a book with like a verb in the title, so perfect. Crave is a verb. Yeah, this is about a girl called Grace who goes to like this boarding school, and the boarding school is like filled with all of these supernatural creatures. I'm like 200 pages into this, and I don't know, fam, I don't know. Listen, I've got such mixed views on this book, and I've never had a book made me feel so confused about how I feel about it. So this book, I was like kind of reluctant going in, because I was like, am I going to be too old to read this book? But I've seen women older than me read it and love it, so maybe it's not going to be an issue. Maybe it's just going to be a YA book that I can still get into. I don't know, I feel like it's really cringy. Like, there was literally one point where I was sitting and I literally just went like, I like threw the book closed. I was like, no, I physically cringe. The book made me physically cringe. It is so cringy and high schooly, and just the words and language they use is just like, it makes me feel physically ill. Like, if I get one more pop culture reference, I side with people that say that they hate pop culture references in books. I hate pop culture references in books. It is disgusting. I hate it so much. I hate it with an absolute passion. The main character is kind of annoying, and like, she is so dumb. Like, she is so dumb. I don't know how to say this without spoiling the book, but basically she is so naive, and to be not aware of what is totally happening, she like has like thoughts like, oh, that's sus, like that's not normal. If you don't realize what is going on, you are blind, because how could you not catch on quicker? Is she okay? Is she okay? Because it is so obvious what is happening around her, and she's so like, oh, I can't see. Like, come on. If you don't know what's going on, then like you don't deserve to know what's going on, because how can someone be that dumb? It's really, really, really annoying me. But at the same time, I'm kind of enjoying this book. I don't know, because it's cringy and the main character is dumb, but it's giving me that throwback feeling to when I was 14 years old, reading like Twilight, Hush Hush, that kind of like stupid romance. Like, you know the kind of romance I'm talking about, and it's making me feel so good inside, because it's bringing me back to that time of peak literature, reading Twilight and Hush Hush and that kind of style books. So as much as I think this book is stupid, I also like can't stop reading it. Like, it's like a guilty pleasure kind of read. I really hope the plot picks up soon, because I'm 200 pages in and I'm sick of reading about bloody snowball fights and stupid parties, and like, I want something to happen. Like, I want there to be an overarching plot of some kind. I want there to be an issue to overcome, some tension, like a bad guy, you know? Like, I need something. So I'm hoping, I mean, it's almost 600 pages, so maybe it's going to take a little bit to get into the plot, but
yeah, I'm so conflicted. It's giving me that nostalgic feeling of me being like a blushing 14-year-old girl reading these kind of books. But at the same time, I want their plot to start. I want something to happen. I mean, little things have happened, but I want a big plot. Please give me an issue to overcome, some tension, something. I know it's coming because it's written on the back, but just taking its sweet ass time. So I will definitely be picking this up, probably not this month anymore because I want to finish Final Empire. That's my priority. But yeah, I don't think a book has ever made me feel this conflicted or this guilty for liking before. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically my update. I plan on just reading all day. I've got the day off. Today and tomorrow are my days off this week. So I will be finishing this, hopefully. This is my only goal, is to finish this book. I'm going to go. I'm wasting reading time. I'll probably update tomorrow since tomorrow's the last day of the month. So I will see you tomorrow. Hey, so I'm here to wrap up this shit ass reading vlog. So I did end up finishing the Final Empire, 5 stars, still absolutely adored it, absolutely adored the ending. The last 150 pages were so, or 100-ish pages, I can't remember how many it was so fast-paced and action-packed and full of twists and turns, and absolutely adored it. It was sad but beautiful, so 5 stars. I didn't end up reading any more of Crave, but I did have a little bit of time left over. I finished this on the second last day of the month, so I had some reading time left over on the last day of the month and I wasn't working that day, so I was like, oh, maybe I can read a whole book today, like just a short one. So I was like, I could read this whole book today. Like, the writing's pretty big, it's YA, seems pretty easy to fly through. This was also on my self-destruct list. This is Girl Separate Thorn by Melissa Bashadast. I hated this. I absolutely hated this book. I actually ended up DNFing it at about 60 pages. I thought it was a little too YA for my liking. I will tell you more in my reading wrap up. But yes, that was the final little bit of reading update for this vlog. Again, I'm so sorry. This was such a shit vlog, but again, I didn't want to lose all the cool footage I took this month. So I forced you guys to watch this. I hope you kind of enjoyed it. I hope you laughed at me. It was at least entertaining watching my messy attempt at filming YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, or what was the least favourite book you read in February. How many books did you read? Or if you didn't have a least favourite, what was your favourite? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching this reading vlog. And subscribe if you would like to see slightly better content than this, and I will see you in whatever the hell I post next. Bye!